For £3,000 you can buy a lot of cars. You can buy a BMW, you can buy a Mercedes, you can buy an Audi, Nissan, you name it, you know it. You can buy a lot of cars. But what if I would tell you that for £3,000 you can also buy a Bentley Continental GT? Obviously this car haven't looked like this when I bought it. It looked actually like this. As you can see, it was kinda, let's say, dumped because the expenses to fix this car was way too expensive until I have found out that car and I actually bought it. Obviously I had to change the engine, then I had to drop the engine again to fix the vacuum leaks. I had to sort out the electrical problems and all the rest. And obviously I had to do quite a lot to get this car running and driving. So let's jump straight onto the video. So I need to replace the O-ring on this radiator hose. And then I can reinstall the radiator back in a position, connect the oil lines, fill up with obviously water, because if we're gonna have a leak, I don't want to have coolant everywhere around the car. And then check what the heck is going on with the brakes in the back, because I think the calipers are seized and one caliper is about 250 pounds and I'm not gonna be paying that kind of money for the caliper, so I'm gonna try to take it out, clean it and try to reassemble everything back in a place. Plan is cleared. How it's gonna go, I have no idea. Let's give it a go. So again, I bought some original parts from the Bentley in Hatfield. I needed those O-rings. Apparently they haven't sold me just the one because I just need one. They sold me 4, but I'm gonna have some spares because it's not a bad thing to have some spare O-rings. And I paid for this like £4, I think so, for four of the O-rings. I know you're gonna say, oh, you could use any other O-ring, but this is original part. So basically I just need to put this O-ring and then I can just put the rats back in a place with the crash bar, and I'm gonna be doing this on my own, so wish me luck because it's not gonna be an easy task for one person to install it, as it's actually quite heavy. And finally I can put that radiator pack back in a place how it was before. I'm just hoping that I won't need to remove it again. Couple of clamps in the bottom on each side and we can actually hang this baby back in a place where it's supposed to be. Obviously we need to use a bit of silicone grease. Then there's that small radiator and tighten up and we're done. I just want to say thank you to every single subscriber, to every single person who comments and watches my videos. It actually means a lot, as you probably know that I got another job, I got family, I got 2 kids, and to do this on my free time, it's actually kind of like a pleasure. But also I'm starting to look this as a business maybe opportunity or something, and so yeah, it's actually, the YouTube itself for me is actually as a hobby at the moment. Either way I got like almost 7,000 subscribers, but I would like to get 10,000 subscribers this year, by the end of the year, as then the YouTube algorithm gonna change and maybe my channel gonna grow even more, and maybe I might even, you know, move from this tiny little space and I could do a better content, because I know this is the seventh or eighth, this is the 8th video that you're watching now with this Bentley, and I don't have a lot to show because I'm literally locked in 5 meters by 5 meters space and trying to deliver some content to you guys. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and don't forget to subscribe, because I checked my analytics and 87% of people that watching my videos are actually not subscribed. So I do not understand what are you waiting for. It's free and it's also gonna help me. So we kind of win from both sides. You're not gonna miss any other episode of this ridiculous build, and I'm gonna get a new subscriber. So, you know, there, just click it, click the subscribe, put the bonnet latch back in place, and then after this one is gonna be installed, I think I can move it forward. And then I can finally put the crush bar back in place. There's only 6 bolts for it, but it was a bit of nightmare with the bonnet because you can see from the top it opens and closes. So that soft close, it doesn't really help because I bumped my head a couple of times on it. After aligning the radiator pack, I can finally tighten up the crush bar. Right, so the crush bar is actually back in place, the rad pack as well. I have installed it and connected all the radiator hoses. So now I just need to connect this aftermarket oil cooler because you know why, because I need to. Remember when I said how cool is that? Well, it's super annoying because every single time when you move the car, bonnet slowly gets down like this, and next thing what you feel that you bumped it on your head. So I have to use my Brum 3000 and it holds the bonnet perfectly. You know what, I have actually forgot which one goes where. Is that one? I'm guessing that this one needs to go on this here. This is a return. Yeah, this is a return, as remember. So it goes like that. So that's one. And that's the feed. And the feed goes all the way through here and into this. Okay, so we got all our front end kind of completed. We just need to put the bumper, headlights and everything else. But I'm not gonna put the front bumper for now because the car might have a leaks and later on I will need to remove everything once more. I'm still missing quite a lot of those bolts in here, so I will need to order them. Also I'm missing the bolts for this corner in here. I got the bolts for the wing, but I cannot attach the wing until the headlight is in a place. And I don't want to put the headlight until everything else rest is sorted. So now what we're gonna do, I need to plummet all those vacuum lines in here, as some of the hoses are now a bit too long after repair. And then I can actually put this plastic back in a place, windscreen wipers, and then start the car. And oh yeah, I still need to change the oil. Right, new plan. Put it all the vacuum lines, and then I can actually take out the old oil, plug in battery, start the car. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. That masking tape on one of the vacuum lines doesn't really match it up. But hey, I just need to start this car, drive it, test it. If it works, then we can change and put it a brand new one. The car is still not finished, so we kinda in the process of it. So with a bit of heat and fire, I can finally plug it in the last piece of the vacuum line on that side. Obviously don't forget that extra masking tape. Before the oil change, I think it would be better to actually try and start it, because if I have an oil leak or something else, then it means that the good oil is gonna be on the ground. So theoretically, the car should start, it shouldn't misfire, and it should run smooth. But before we attempt to start it, I need Pavelec. That company should sponsor us, because we actually eating quite a lot of Pavelecs. Let's give it a go and try to start it. How it's gonna go, I don't know, but I'm hoping that I won't need to remove the engine once more. Right, at the moment, it's hard to say without the exhaust is it misfires or not. It doesn't sound bad, it doesn't sound like it was before. It seems like all 12 cylinders are actually working in order correctly. But I'm guessing we will have to wait a bit till it's gonna, I don't know, go to the temperature, let's say. I do got engine management light, but obviously I haven't deleted any of the faults for the car. Hot air started to blow inside. There is no leaks underneath, no oil leaks, no coolant leaks, nothing. So I'm actually quite surprised how quiet the car without an exhaust works. And now I'm actually scanning all the faults, because we got well, I got engine management light on, the alternator charges perfectly, accelerator works as well perfectly, and the car is actually feels okay. It feels like he wants to go for a test drive. But again, we don't have a brakes and we do not have a oil in a gearbox. So also I don't have an exhaust, because an exhaust is, caption this, exhaust. I got the back boxes, well, I got only one. I got one back box, and for the middle section of the pipes, which just goes from the engine to the back of the car, cost £600 just for the freaking pipes. They don't have any resonators, they don't have any catalytic converters, nothing, and it's £600. It's unacceptable. To be honest, it's unacceptable. Right, let's shut the car down, turn the ignition on, try to do a quick erase, and try to start the car again and see how it's gonna react when I'm gonna delete all the faults. I'm hoping it might run even more smooth. Hoping. Right, what we got with the temperature. Temperature is 90 degrees. But I'm not too sure if it's gonna even hold it, because it doesn't blow that, you know, very hot air. It's warm, but it's not hot, if you know what I mean. So let's check what the diagnostic actually gonna say to us. Also, the funny thing is, you see that there is a button in here, right here. There's a button. I was thinking, what does that button do? And when I pressed it, the steering wheel actually became quite warm. So I think it's a nice package, because I got heated seats, the heating steering wheel, I got this nice Tesla style center console from the car, which I love it. I know a lot of people hate this, but I love it. I think it looks cool, it looks more modern. It gives that better luxurious taste of the Bentley. So cold outside. We had some snow today, and it's so cold now. Oh my god. I just want to sit in a warm car with the heated seats and a heated steering wheel and just don't move. But apparently we need to do some work. So we got 2 faults on the engine control module 1. Ambient air temperature, oh no, I don't have it. And implausible signal. Why it's implausible signal? Intake air temperature sensor 3, signal too high, lower limit not reached. So again, I got, I think, another 2 of those sensors. So I'm gonna try to swap it and see if it's gonna change anything. But other thing is, it would be actually good to know which sensor it is, because there's 2, and which one is the third, I don't know. Nobody said that to me. Actually cannot wait to drive this. It looks so sexy. I mean, look at this. It's literally, it looks like a sports car, even though it's a luxurious car. Oh, that's not good news. Oh, I forgot about that. Next time, make sure to put the cap back on, because now I've got some water on the ground. Live and learn, live and learn. That's why it probably didn't heat it up properly. It's actually pretty hot inside. Car, it doesn't overheat. Nice and warm. Okay, so now we know that we don't have any leaks, we don't have big issues. That's a very nice relief now. So I think now I need to work it out on brakes, because brakes is quite important when you're doing a test drive, and at the moment I do not have any brakes at all. The pedal is just goes all the way to the bottom. I just turned on air suspension and pressed it so it would be on the high grade. Look how high it is. I mean, I don't even need a jack. Look at those gaps. So basically what you have, you got a Bentley Continental GT But also you got a Bentley Bentiaga when the suspension is raised like that, because now it looks like it's 4x4. Well, it is 4x4, but it looks like SUV. So high. Let's check now what's going on with those brakes in the back, because the calipers in the back is kind of seized and they do not move. So I'm hoping that I will be able to actually get them unstuck. Okay, so we got our caliper out. Obviously all the bolts and all the hoses was seized as normal. I got the electric handbrake removed and I can use a torque in the back, which is I think is torque 40 or 45, and I can take all the cylinder out and see if there's any, like, I don't know, corrosion or something, but probably there is some. So I need to clean everything, put it back and test it if it works. And it's gonna be same onto the other side as well. Both of them are stuck. The front ones are working, but the back ones are not even moving at all. So what I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna be putting the torques in a back, and that's actually T45, and I'm gonna try to push the caliper out and hopefully that will work. Don't even know which side it works. Let's do it this way. Right. Okay, honestly, that was actually pretty easy. Now let's try not to destroy this rubber piece, so I can replace the inner seals later on if I need it. But if this gonna come out nicely, that's gonna be a great success. And the liquid goes on the ground. Honestly, it's not that bad. Seriously, it's really not that bad at all. Yeah, inside, as you can see, I'm not sure, in here, in the sides, there's some corrosion, so I need to clean all of this and see if later on the caliper is actually gonna move freely. Yes, I know, you can actually buy a refurbished set of the brake calipers, but those calipers are pretty expensive, and also you can just fix it. Grab the steel wool, clean the piston, clean the inside, make sure there is no debris inside, and just reassemble everything back in place, and the calipers should actually work as they worked before, because this is how they actually refurbishing them. Obviously they are also replacing the seals, but my ones are good, so we're good. So the bleeding nipple just broke, and I don't have any bleeding nipples, and I don't think so that any of them is actually gonna arrive today. So I'm just going to the Pavel's garage now. As he said, he has some calipers, Audi, Volkswagen, and some bleeding nipples, so I'm hoping that they actually gonna fit the Bentley ones. As the caliper itself is TRV, well, it's TRW, and there is stamped Audi Volkswagen on the brake caliper itself, so I'm just hoping that it might be the same and I can assemble those two calipers. Well, I can assemble from two calipers one, and they actually gonna work. Let's get this caliper hopefully sorted. Hey! What the? What's going on here? Why?
Just pretend to be an engine.
Just pretend to be an engine. Can you hold on camera?
Oh yeah.
One man power engine. Oh, I don't need to hold the steering wheel in here.
Yeah, I'd like to make a racist comment about it, but yeah, I'm not going to. It'll be banned on YouTube.
So that's not gonna be a race car.
Nah, it's a bit of trailer.
For what?
For fun.
For fun. Trailer for fun. So
Yeah.
who's gonna be towing?
The trike.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, don't film my mess. Come on. It's like
Have you seen my garage?
you always come here when it's like the most messy.
Have you seen my garage? Again. Right, so that's how my nipple looks. This nipple. Okay, so I was trying to remove this, obviously it snapped. Then I was trying to chisel it.
That's
obviously it
Volkswagen
snapped.
calipers. That's random thingies.
Okay.
These are genuine Volkswagen thingies.
You know
Or
what?
Audi to be
I
precise,
think
but I mean,
I
same.
think they might be the right ones. Because that looked like this. Yeah, but how to remove this can have no clue.
Heat.
Tried it. Nope. I had to remove this one with wide grips. But this one is no. For that, the inside it wasn't too bad. I managed to push everything out with you know, T40 in the back,
Drill and the load of patience. Like the smaller, the bigger, the bigger, the bigger, the bigger.
and then try to tap it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll eventually get to the size like 2 mil smaller than the valve itself, and then you're gonna have left just the thread,
Yeah.
and then the thread should basically come out with like try to hammer a little Torx bit, the right size,
And then try to
use
hammer
the
it out.
Torx bit, yeah. to undo.
Because I even tried to, well, this one was in a wise grip, so I put it another wise grip on this, and yeah. Okay, so I got what I need. I'm actually stealing those nipples from the good calipers that he might need in the
What about
future.
other ones?
They're too small.
These two.
Yeah, definitely.
You took 2 other ones, yeah?
Yeah, 2 other ones.
You got 4, yeah?
I got 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, yeah, maybe another one is gonna be nice and that other one is gonna actually fit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm stealing from the good calipers, and he will probably need the calipers tomorrow, and he's not gonna have a nipples. And then he's gonna say,
You're talking to the YouTube
yeah,
camera, yeah?
I am. And then tomorrow he's gonna say, oh my god, I just gave those nipples to David, and I will have it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's always like that, isn't it? When you give something to someone, then you need it.
Lithuanians.
Blood Lithuanians. Okay, bye bye. After some tapping, drilling, I got the nipple back in a place, and it actually works. Well, so I'm hoping it works, and I won't find it out that until I'm not gonna install the full caliper back on the car and not gonna try to bleed it. So yeah, it doesn't let any air through, so fingers crossed it's gonna work. So now I just need to reassemble the caliper itself. Pretty much it, then install it back in the car. And the brake caliper is finally ready to meet his fresh piston, because I actually managed to clean the piston quite well with the steel wool, and I tell you what, all that rust and everything else came out quite easily and nicely. But what I found tricky is to put it back, because that O-ring in the middle of the caliper is quite tight. Well, I guess it's supposed to be tight, because otherwise it would leak. So after some help from W40 onto that O-ring, I actually managed to push it in with the long big pliers. And guess what? It actually works. So that's one complete brake caliper now for the right side. Let's get the left side. Whoop. Up. And that's another side. Right, I hope this side is gonna be a little bit easier than the previous side, but I guess it's not. This is probably gonna be exactly the same, because that hose in here was corroded as well, which is new normal now. I will need to do exactly the same procedure. Dismantle everything, clean it, put it back, and it should work like the other one. And that's how the easy job went to the nightmare job. Snapped bolt on a handbrake caliper. Now it's gonna be more fun to actually fix this. That's good that this one snapped, because I can drill straight through, put a bolt in here and just work it out. Or other thing, just tap it a new bolt inside when I'm gonna drill out. So I'm going with the exactly same procedure as I done on the previous side, just removing O-rings, pushing the piston out, and obviously a lot of liquid spills out. O-ring from inside, a bit of clean, and a lot of heat on a bleeding nipple, because last time it broke on another side. So this time it haven't snapped, so lucky me, and I managed to actually take it out. Both of the calipers is now sorted, and they back in the car finally, and I even got the brake pads on, because last time when the car was all the time rolling back and forward, it wasn't any brake pads, there was just calipers on. I also connected the electric handbrake as well, so now the only thing what I need to do is bleed the brakes. But to bleed the brakes I need all car in the air. Right, I think that's gonna be enough to access all four wheels to bleed it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna lift the car on the jacks, take out all four wheels, and gonna try to bleed the brakes. Wish me luck, because I don't know if I actually assembled all of the calipers correctly, because if they leak there might be an issue. And here we go again, lifting the car with the jacks, putting the axle stands, removing the wheels. I don't know how many times I've done it, but I tell you what, I do not regret buying this car and working on it, because on the end it's gonna be worth it. Right, the car is in the air now, all the four wheels are removed. Also gonna be removing the incorrect engine oil, because obviously everything is now sorted and there's no leaks. And I'm gonna refill it with 040, that's what Bentley is actually recommended for. While the oil is gonna drip out, I'm gonna actually try to bleed the brakes, and after the bleeding, transmission oil, and then a test drive. And fingers crossed that the car is actually gonna drive and we're gonna have a brakes. So wish me luck, I will need it. Right, the correct brake bleed procedure for the Bentley Continental GT is using the vacuum filler. So you need to have 2 bars in your vacuum. Then you need to crack the nipples on your rear left, rear right, then front left, front right, and then go over again until there's no air in the system. Then what you need to do, you need to plug in your diagnostic tool, activate the ABS pump, and then repeat the procedure again. Air trapped in the ABS system, so you need to go all over again like this. So let's grab our tool, let's go to the rear left and start bleeding, and then go all over and all over. So the bleeding procedure itself is pretty easy. You just need to crack the nipples, let the air out, and tighten up and go all over again. It took me a bit longer than I was expected, but it works. Right, so the brake pedal now feels solid, like solid. So now I need to turn on the ABS pump by the diagnostic tool, go all over it again, and check it if there's any bubbles left or something in the brake system. So I'm hoping that we're gonna have a solid brake pedal and we're actually gonna have a brakes. Okay, so the pump is running now. Pressure is still in a place, so it doesn't drop. I need to run over all the brake calipers, check it if there's any bubbles coming out, and that should be it with the brakes. Let's try to press the pedal, see if it's gonna still be hard. Yeah, it's solid. So the brake pedal is solid. And while the hydraulic pump is actually running, I need to go all over again 4 calipers and check if there's any bubbles still coming out of the brake system. And I tell you what, it doesn't. The brake pedal is solid. Now I need to pour engine oil. So obviously first things first, I need to tighten up the drain plug, and then I can actually pour the new oil. I'm using manual 040, as I think this is pretty good oil as I used it in the past. Right, engine oil in, brakes working. Gearbox oil. This is the funniest. I have never done in my life a gearbox oil change on an automatic transmission. So with the help of ChatGPT, I actually kind of know how to do it, but how to actually do it, I have no idea. Well, let's give it a go. To remove the gearbox sump, you will need to remove this brace. Well, I didn't know that I will need to remove it until I found it out hard way. You will need to remove this brace from the subframe, so you will have to access all 24 bolts around the sump. Be prepared, because a lot of oil is gonna go everywhere. And afterwards, when that sump is gonna be dropped, you're gonna install the new filter, which is pretty easy. I would show you, but it's very difficult to actually get the camera underneath the car because I got literally that much space. So basically you replace the filter, putting the sump back, and there is a pattern of tighten up. So this is the first and this is the second, and you're going anti-clockwise like this on the bolts. And you tighten up everything back. The only question now I got, where is the fill up plug? Because I got another gearbox here. Well, I got other engine. I'm not even sure where the fill up plug is because, well, I can't find it, honestly. I literally cannot find it. So I called Bentley in Hatfield and they literally now speaking with one of their technicians. That's so nice from them that they actually helping me out. Even I'm not, you know, getting the car to theirs to get the oil changed on the gearbox. So I'm just waiting till they're gonna call it back and hopefully they can explain me where that fill-up plug is, because I'm thinking that it could be the drain plug acts as well as a fill-up plug because it has a plastic that side on the top of the sump, and I think it might be also the fill-up plug, but we will find it out.
Hi, David.
Hi.
It's Harry from Bentley Hatfield Park.
Hello, Harry.
Right, I spoke to the tech. Yeah, it's the big plug on the sump itself that you got to fill it from.
That's good, because I was looking around that gearbox and thinking, where the hell is that filling plug?
No, you've got to fill it from there, but you've got to use something that's got like a filler plug.
Oh yeah, no, I got a VAG groups, you know, the filling plug.
I think he just said to me, you keep filling it till it starts dripping out.
Yeah.
Cold. Then put the plug back in.
Yep.
Then start the car up, work the gears through, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then
while it's still running, then I think you undo the plug again and then fill it up again.
Till it's gonna start dripping again, isn't it?
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much.
Okay, my friend. Cheers.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. So basically, as you heard, the filling plug itself on a Bentley Continental GT 2004, 5, 6 is actually in the bottom. So that one big plug which you drain all the oil from is acting as a filling plug. So that's a very great news because it's so easy to access and I don't need to raise the car miles in the sky to fill it up. So what you will need only to use is this. It's like, it looks like a straw. So you're putting this like that, fill it up until it's gonna start dripping, and then putting the plug back, then start the car, then let it to run a bit, go through the gears, and then again undo the plug, put it back, fill up until it's gonna start draining again. So there's no time to waste. Let's do this now and we can actually get this car finally driving and out of this garage. Well, for a moment, but you know what I mean? Let's do it. Okay, so I got my tool is now filled up and look who showed up. Hey, Mr. Pavel.
Mr. Pavel, Volvo with dead battery, of course, yeah?
Yeah, I got a top done. You want a top done?
Top done what? Battery?
No, top done booster pack.
Yeah, you gave one to me.
Yeah.
That's my lifesaver. It actually works. I can verify you. It starts a XC90 2-litre diesel like 5 times, 6 times maybe on one charge, so that's pretty good.
Talking about Top Done actually sent me, I wasn't even planning to do this now, but I mean, Top Done actually sent me their new diagnostic tool, which is a small one, so you can put it in your pocket. So this is a Top Done Top Scan Lite, and currently they're doing a sale on Amazon. Because everybody likes the sales, they're doing a special deal as a Black Friday now arrived, or is gonna arrive.
2 days from now, I think.
It's 2 days from now. So the Black Friday is already started. So basically, until the 1st of December, you can buy this 15% cheaper than it actually is. I think that's a great tool to have in your pocket, in your car. You can throw it somewhere in a corner, and when the car drops the fault, you can just scan it.
You sure that they don't want to give you away free battery or something?
Free battery. The only thing that they're gonna give me away for free is gonna be extra booster pack.
Don't fancy driving with a booster pack under the bonnet.
Why not? I did it on a Jeep.
I mean, yeah, but no.
On a Jeep it worked for not long distance. Also, they're doing a sale as well on their top of the range booster packs. So this is a top-down JS3000. You got JS 2050, isn't it? He basically has exactly the same, just a little bit smaller. So this one gonna start your car even if the battery doesn't exist in there. And trust me, we have tested it. My Jeep had basically empty battery, and it started very well. And I'm using this for every single car. I even use this for the Bentley as well, because it's just a great stuff. Anyway, let's go back to filling up the gearbox oil. So, as I said before, you can see how much of space I got underneath the car, and it's actually very comfortable. Like,
that's a lot, mate. That's a lot. That's
yeah.
The scariest.
Yeah, it is, because it's on a 4 jacks. Probably if the car would drop, I would die.
Yeah.
But, you know, no risk, no worry. Until it's gonna dip. And I need to put 7 liters of it. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. I hate working on the oil because everything is covered in oil and it's not fun. Right, so drain plug is now, put it back. Now what I need to do, I need to start the car and go through the gears a couple of times, and then while the car is started, need to remove the plug again and refill it. But the fun part is, my exhaust is literally going in here, so in the same time I'm gonna be smelling petrol fumes. Right, don't know how to take the camera now. Ugh. So comfortable. Reverse. Nothing. Drive. Oh, wheel is spinning. Look at that. So this is reverse. And if the brakes works. The pedal itself is a bit soft, but I think we will sort out that later on. Now, drive. Yes! All of that was... What was that? I think I need more oil, definitely. You see, the wheels doesn't spin, but it still does. Oh, because the front wheels.
Drive shaft.
Yeah, there's no drive shafts in the front. So it's not gonna drive without the front drive shafts.
It may not. It may not. Wait. Do you have the prop shaft installed, yeah?
Yeah. So it's gonna be like 70%, 30%, something like that.
Oh, it's probably the diff one. It's not letting it to drive it. Well, you do have this drive shaft, yeah?
But you know how yeah.
I'm going to Euros to get my battery. Yeah, I'll see you back.
10 hours. Okay. I do not have a front drive shaft, so I'm guessing I will need to raise the car up again, turn off the suspension, raise the car up again, put the front drive shafts in, and then try to drive it. So apparently I do need a drive shaft to drive this car. So I just need to remove a couple of bolts from the top. That cross bolt is a total nightmare to remove, but as I have removed it before, it was pretty easy. Then track rod end needs to be pushed out, and then I can push the drive shaft back in a place, put it 8 bolts in the back, one big bolt in the front, tighten up everything, put the wheel back in a place, and then I need to repeat the exactly same procedure onto the another side. Obviously on this side I have a bit less space, but it's still workable. I need to again to remove the bolts from the top, then put the drive shaft in and tighten up everything. And then finally I can put the wheel back in a place. Right now all the drive shafts is in a position. Well, drive shafts put it back, both of them. So I'm just hoping that now the car is actually gonna start moving. Okay, there goes nothing. How tight there is?
Huh?
How tight? Can you fold the mirror to the other side?
Yeah, man. That's gotta be filmed. You got more space on this side than the other side, yeah? That's it, straight, you're out. Yeah.
It's all good now, yeah?
It's all good, yeah.
I'm just gonna shut my eyes. Ah, it done something. I can't reach the mirror now. I can't reach the mirror on the other side.
Oh my god.
It actually moves. I barely have a brakes. Oh my, that's a nice car.
Mówię bez...
So, right, so you've done a test drive of the Bentley. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're crazy. You know,
I think we're not crazy, we're stupid.
good crazy.
Oh my god. It finally drives, eh?
Time for me to go? Yeah. Dude, this fucking, that's awesome. I probably shouldn't swear on YouTube, but...
Probably, but I can always beep it.
Beep it, yeah, beep it. Okay.
Okay, right, so the car is finally driving. The only thing is left to do is assemble all the rest. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.